Hello everybody, it's Patty here with Patty Stitches. Today is February the 17th, 2025, and this is episode 295. And on today's show, I have whips and hauls. So sit back, relax, grab your beverage of choice. Water for me. Your craft of choice, and let's chat. So how has everybody been? I'm doing great, except for my voice. I don't know what's going on with the voice today, but it's having fits. So I may be taking more sips of water than usual because, yeah, this doesn't sound very good. I'm not sick. I'm not coughing, sneezing, nothing. It's just my voice is really strange. And it's been kind of like this ever since I got my tonsils out. So some days it's good, some days it's bad. Today it's bad. Let's see. Friday I went knitting with friends, and that was a lot of fun. We went to my mother and father-in-law's coffee shop, and I was able to see my father-in-law and say hello to him. Sunday we didn't have the littles because they were still not feeling well, so Mom and Dad and I decided it was probably a good idea for them to stay home and rest and feel better. So hopefully we'll get them this coming Sunday. So it was a very quiet weekend here at Casa de Patty. The Hubs is home since this is President's Day in the States. Yeah. Don't get me started. So anyway, shall we get on with the stitching? I think so. So I was able to get some work done on Prairie Schoolers ABC. I am working on E for embroidery. I am stitching this on a 28 count wheat by Zweigart. And all of the stuff up here is I'm filling in. I got quite a bit done. I was really happy. So this gets put away until either whip go or a letter on my acrostics I don't have, so yay for that. So this, I have to finish this, give her a needle, do some back stitching here. Then there's 3 spools and a needle here. So this block hopefully can be done either the next stitching session or the stitching session after. But I'm really hoping to get this E for embroidery done really soon. This is a lifelong project, but part of me wishes I had not put it on 28 count for starters, but I am not restarting it. So if I do, this one will be UFO'd, but right now it's still okay. I'm still doing all right on it. The next thing I worked on was Christmas Star, and this is by Cottage Garden. I'm stitching this on 36 count Mirage by Picture This Plus. And I am working on filling in the tree. So now I'm doing the, I filled in this green and this, and then I'm doing the light green. And then I'll get to the animals. The more and more I work on this, the more and more I think I'm just going to do the tree. And put some extra white trees around with some extra little snowflakes and call it good, because I am about done on this one. So this will definitely be a finish this year, and it will not have the Santa. So yeah, I am going to be making some decisions like that, whether I am done stitching on it or if I don't want the whole project. And then I worked on Put a Bird on It by Modern Folk Embroidery, which is a stitch along with the Sunshine Stitchers. I am trying to get caught up. I have December's done. And let's see, what did I do here? Okay, so I'm working down. So I finished December's and January's, I think. And then I decided to move down. So here's where it's at. I know I finished this block and then this little one here. So that was December and January. So I have decided to come down here into February, which is half of this and then half of this big motif that's here. I'm going to go ahead and hopefully the next session be able to fill in that big motif, and then February will be done and part of March because I'm going to go down instead of going across. So that's where we're at. I am stitching this on 36 count. It's just not clear enough to read it. 36 count smoke blue Edinburgh linen by Swigart. So I'll show you again what I was talking about. So this would be my February, and then this is March. So I believe I can get at least hopefully the February section done the next go around, which is actually this week. It will be coming out again this week. And I really do only want to work on this maybe twice a month. So I can keep up with it and get it done before December. That would be great. Okay. And then on the 13th, I did some dark 13 stitching or dark October stitching or whatever. And I worked on my Halloween at Hawkland Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. I am stitching this one on 40 count Heritage by Picture This Plus 1/2. And I am working on the skeleton block. So I got all the leaves in and I started working on his pants. I didn't do as much on him as I was hoping, but I did some. So every stitch counts, right? Right. So yeah, that's where I am at. So this one will be coming out on the 13th and the end of the month, as long as it's not on a weekend. Because I really want to get some of that done. Okay, and then I worked on Romantic Rose Garden, and this is a chatelaine. Using the called for floss and a white even weave or white linen 32 count. And I got the pattern from, what was it? The Gift of Stitching, which is that magazine that is no longer available. I think you might be able to buy the whole library of it, which is what I did. So I picked that out, and I got the floss and fabric from European Cross Stitch. So I didn't get a lot done on this because I find I like the idea of chatelaines. I'm just having a really hard time finishing them. So this is the top. I worked on some of the border, worked on this section, a little bit in here, but I didn't do a whole lot. Because, yeah, I'm really struggling every time I pick up a chatelaine. So I haven't decided to completely give up on them because they are very expensive to get up. So I have three. I have this one. I have medieval, mandala, and Egyptian. The Egypt one. So I've got to do those. I'm just having a really hard time. Okay, and the next thing I worked on, of course, is my big piece, which is the Heaven and Earth design. And the name escapes. Steampunk. Sorry, this is the Steampunk Portal Sal that I'm doing for 2025. And this is by L&L Designs. I'm stitching it on 25 count, easy count. Doing a 1/1. This is the restart. And I got the first page completed. So I know I talked about not doing black fill-in before I worked on it, but I thought I really want to get a big jump on here, since on the, I think it was the 15th or 14th, I can't remember, I wish I could remember, and I don't have my book. Well, last Monday I did finish page 1, and so I started filling in, as you can see, the black. So this is 310 and 939. I had 200 stitches in and then realized that it was supposed to be 939 and not 310, so I had to pull all those stitches out, put them back in as 939. But on this page, all the 310 and 939 is done, and now I'm just working in the fill-in areas. So I'm really happy with how much is going. I have over 10,000 stitches done. Perfect, because there's 28,000 stitches in a row in the 3 1/4 pages, or it's almost complete 4 pages. But so I need to do 1, 2, and 3, 5, 6, and 7 to get the full 12. So before December, and I think, yeah, I can do that. In April 1st, we get the next row of pages. So yeah, I'm hoping to have page 2 and 3 done before April 1st, and I believe I can do that. Wish me luck, but I think I can do it. So, yay! All right, and the last project I worked on was Long Dog's Death by Cross Stitch, and if you recall, I said if I got 500 stitches done on my steampunk portal, I could do it. I would work on it. I did a couple of days. So I was able to put in some stitches on this. So I did. Okay, so I filled in this area right here. So that's all new stitching. And then I did this section. I started, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but I had blue here. Decided, ooh, before I go any farther, I need to double check that. Well, I'm really glad I did, because I actually put the light color there. I thought I had put the light color here in the middle, but I didn't. I put it here. So I tore that out last night, and I started working on it again so that I knew what I needed to do. But yeah, I had a lot of stitches in and had to rip it all out. Dang it. But that's what it's looking like so far. This one is really a slog. I hate to say it, because I really like the pattern and I really want the project, but sometimes working on it is really hard to do. And I'm not sure why. I don't mind the monochromatic. In fact, I kind of like it, because then you're just using one floss and you're just working. And even though this isn't true monochromatic, because I do have several colors in here, I think that might be what it is trying to decide where to put the color. And I'm having an issue with that. But I think everything will work out. It'll work out. Oh, I still have a needle, so I'm trying to not lose the needle or poke myself. So, yeah. Yay! Got some more work done on this. So hopefully I'll be able to do that this week. And I think I worked on it like 3 days. So it wasn't just on the weekend. I did a lot of stitching late at night. So, and only working on that for an hour in the evening before I go to bed. That seems to be working really well. So, yeah. Plans, I don't have my book in here, so I can't tell you what I'm going to be working on, but I can say that since today is President's Day, I'm going to go ahead and do Let It Rain, or no, Let Freedom Ring, sorry. Anytime it's a national holiday that's mostly an American holiday, like 4th of July, President's Day, Indigenous People Day, what's another one? Memorial Day, Labor Day. I'm going to go ahead and work on Let Freedom Ring, since it is kind of like that. But if it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, that's a nationwide or worldwide holiday, I will not be doing that. I'll be doing other things, and Halloween, you know, those kinds of things. But so I have those all written out in my book, already put there, so I can get, first off, a really good jump start on that, and secondly, just another way to work on that project. Yeah, and it's not every month, which is nice too. Yeah, so those are my plans. I know that tomorrow is Year in the Woods, and I know Friday is Put a Bird on It, but the rest of the week I don't remember right offhand. So yeah, that's my plans. Purchases. Now, I know that we are only in the second month of 2025, but a couple weeks ago I sat down and thought, okay, I think for 26, I'm going to do either alphabet, letters, words, projects. That's all. So I pulled my projects, and I have a list of what I can work on next year. And I've also decided not to double dip. So if I already have a design from that designer going, I cannot work on it until I finish it. Then I can put another one for that designer. So I don't have a lot. I have like 14, I think is what I had calculated with. I even have 2 new starts, which I will show you. But not right now. I'll show you the one because it's in my haul. But that's a roundabout way why I have the haul I have. So before I had decided that I wasn't going to double dip designers, I made 2 purchases from 1-2-3 Stitch. The second purchase I'm not going to show until I have the floss, because I also ordered floss from Silks For You. So I'm planning on, I have the fabric here, I have the pattern here, I don't have the floss. So once the floss shows up, I will show you. So these are the ones that I picked up. And the first one I'm going to show you is the one I'm going to start next year. And this is Crochet A Go-Go's Halloween, no, I got this wrong. Halloween sampler. Okay. And I'm going to stitch it on 36 count Vintage Country Mocha by Zweigert. And the pattern is Winter Sampler. So this is my start. I have 2 new starts scheduled. So this is the one start. Okay. And then I picked up from Crochet A Go-Go Halloween Sampler. And I'm going to be stitching it on 36 count Murky by Picture This Plus. Pattern just slipped off my lap. And the last one I picked up is Happy Halloween. And this one is also on 36 count Vintage Country Mocha. So, yay for possible new starts in the upcoming years, because 27 is going to be a free-for-all. I think 2 years of kind of stifling what I work on, this will be handy to be able to do it. And the other reason I picked these Crochet A Go-Go's is that they are DMC. So, yeah. I will show you the other projects that I picked, and of course I can't start those because I've already got a project from that designer in my list of stuff. So yeah, eventually I'm hoping to start those, but not next year. Looking around, I really don't have anything else to talk to you guys about. So I hope that everything is going well for you. I hope that you are staying safe, healthy, and happy. And I hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.